Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, where we dive deep into the bikes that stir our passions and push us toward the open road. Today we're talking about the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S, a cruiser that has never fit neatly into the mold of traditional cruisers. Instead, it blends modern sport bike engineering with laid-back cruiser comfort, delivering something that feels unique in a crowded world of chrome and tradition. As you imagine this bike rolling up in front of you, think of it less as a throwback and more as a redefinition of what a middleweight cruiser should be. The first impression begins at the front. The Vulcan S greets you with a distinctive headlamp design that sets it apart from classic round cruiser lights. It's sharp, angular, and modern, giving the motorcycle an identity that feels fresh and confident. The headlight's shape, almost triangular, delivers not just function but attitude, projecting a beam strong enough to slice through night rides while lending the bike a bold face in the daylight. Above it, the instruments are compact yet visible, giving the front view an uncluttered appeal. From the bars to the mirrors to the slim radiator tucked neatly into the frame, every line is purposeful without being flashy. Shift your gaze to the side and the Vulcan S tells a deeper story. The lines of the tank are sculpted to accommodate the rider's legs, providing a natural place to grip while looking elegant at the same time. Its 3.7-gallon tank isn't oversized, keeping the silhouette lean and approachable, perfect for urban maneuvering and mid-range rides. The steel perimeter frame peeks through here and there, a reminder that beneath the cruiser styling lies ninja DNA, giving this machine a more athletic side than its stance might suggest. The engine sits in full view, compact but muscular, painted black to emphasize its modern vibe. The most striking thing about the side view is how rider-centric it feels. Kawasaki's ERGO-FIT system makes the Vulcan S adaptable to almost anyone. Handlebars, seat, and footpegs can be adjusted through 3 different reach settings. That means shorter riders who may be intimidated by other cruisers suddenly feel right at home, while taller riders can stretch out without being cramped. The side profile also shows off the 41mm front fork and a rear monoshock mounted off-center, tucked cleverly under the seat. This asymmetrical placement not only contributes to the bike's sharp design but also keeps the ride balanced and comfortable. The wheels, 18 inches at the front and 17 at the rear, wrapped in road-friendly rubber, strike a perfect balance between cruiser style and sporty function. Now take a look from the rear and the Vulcan S continues to impress with its clean, minimal style. The seat tapers into a neat tail section that ends with an LED tail light is slim, modern, and clear. The rear fender hugs the wheel closely, giving the bike a low, sporty stance without feeling bulky. The swing arm shows through proudly, emphasizing the bike's mechanical honesty. Passenger accommodations are there when you need them, with a reasonably padded pillion seat and strong grab rails. Though it's clear this bike was designed primarily with the rider in mind. The muffler sits low and to the side, subtle in appearance, but when you fire the bike up it produces a sound that is smoother and more refined than many expect from a parallel twin. Of course, the centerpiece is the engine. The Vulcan S is powered by a 649cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, derived from Kawasaki's Ninja 650 but tuned specifically for cruiser duty. That tuning means more emphasis on low-end and mid-range torque, which is exactly what you want when pulling away from lights, cruising around town, or rolling along at highway speeds. The motor produces around 61 horsepower and 63 Nm of torque, more than enough to keep things lively without overwhelming new riders. What makes this engine special is its smoothness. The 180-degree crank and balancer shaft keep vibrations in check, and Kawasaki's positive neutral finder ensures gear changes remain seamless. When it comes to performance, the Vulcan S doesn't play by traditional cruiser rules. Instead of wallowing in corners or feeling reluctant to lean, this bike offers agility that surprises. The sport-inspired frame and suspension setup give it a planted feel in curves, making twisty back roads fun instead of intimidating. At the same time, the upright ergonomics and long wheelbase deliver stability at highway speeds. The front fork offers just over 5 inches of travel, soaking up road imperfections, while the preload adjustable rear shock allows you to tailor the ride to your weight or riding style. Braking is handled by a 300mm front disc with a 2-piston caliper and a 250mm rear disc. ABS is available and highly recommended, giving you the confidence to brake hard even in slippery conditions. On the road, the Vulcan S finds its rhythm around the 3,000 to 6,000 revolutions per minute range, where it pulls smoothly and confidently. It isn't about raw speed, though it will easily climb past 100 miles per hour if asked. It's about usable power that makes city commuting effortless and highway cruising relaxed. Fuel efficiency sits in the 45 to 50 miles per gallon range, meaning the tank will take you 150 to 180 miles between stops depending on how you ride. That balance of economy and performance makes it a practical companion as well as an enjoyable one. Comfort is a highlight. With a seat height of just 27.8 inches, it welcomes riders who might feel excluded by taller bikes. The narrow midsection means even shorter riders can get both feet down with ease. Rubber-mounted pegs and a well-cushioned seat minimize fatigue, while the slightly forward foot controls and swept-back bars create a natural, relaxed position. Longer trips are entirely possible thanks to this thoughtful ergonomics package. Add a windshield and saddlebags from Kawasaki's accessory catalog and you've got a capable light touring machine. Strip it down, and it's a clean, stylish urban cruiser. Pricing seals the deal. In the US, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S starts around $7,399 without ABS and $7,899 with ABS. In Canada, it lands around $9,199 Canadian dollars. For what it offers: custom fit options, a modern engine, sporty handling, and cruiser styling. It stands out as one of the best values in its category. When stacked against competitors, it feels like Kawasaki has carved its own lane, refusing to imitate and instead offering something distinct. This is what makes the Vulcan S so appealing. It isn't trying to be a Harley-style cruiser, nor is it a stripped-down sport bike. It's a hybrid that creates its own identity, one that welcomes new riders while still entertaining experienced ones. It's approachable, adaptable, and affordable, without cutting corners where it counts. As we close this ride together, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S leaves us with one clear impression: it's a cruiser for riders who don't want to be boxed in by tradition. It's sleek, sporty, customizable, and comfortably a motorcycle that proves versatility can be stylish. If you're looking for a first big bike, a daily commuter with flair, or a weekend cruiser that can also hustle through corners, the Vulcan S deserves a serious look. Thanks for joining Global Bike Buzz for this deep dive into Kawasaki's modern cruiser. If this bike speaks to your style, let us know in the comments below how you'd set up your ERGO-FIT configuration, and whether you'd use the Vulcan S